This week we're going with good friend and Prostaffer Bart Bevill to New Mexico on another speed goat hunt.
McWhorter Custom Rifles presents
Welcome back, folks. This week we're going with good friend and Prostaffer Bart Bevill to New Mexico on another speed goat hunt. He's carrying a couple buddies and them quarters are really going to be tested. You don't want to miss this.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, McMillan Fiberglass Stocks, Swarovski Optic, Hornady Ammunition, and Borden Accuracy.
Bart Bevill's been a good friend of ours and a great customer for many years now. He's one of our first Prostaffers, and he and a lot of his friends down in Mississippi have gotten a lot of guns from us, and we've had some good times. Bart's been trained as a long-range shooter, and he's doing a whole lot of hunts. He's a huntaholic, kind of like us. So this year, he told me he was going to Roswell, New Mexico, the UFO capital of the world, to try to chase a speed goat with another good friend of ours, Chad LeBlanc. So I asked Bart and Chad if they minded us sending a cameraman. They said, of course not. So we got one of our good cameramans to go with them, and they went to chasing speed goats in Roswell, New Mexico.
So we've been driving for 2 days and just got to Roswell, New Mexico. It's August the 20th, the first hunt of the season for me and for so many, because these seasons are just beginning to open. It's the first antelope hunt that I've ever done, and so that's kind of why we're so excited to try to get something good killed that we all can appreciate. The weather's it's 96 degrees but there's zero humidity, and we're hunting with Black Mountain Outfitters. I think that he told us that the ranch we're going to be hunting on tomorrow is like 180,000 acres. So we're looking forward to being able to see a lot of this flat country, which we're not used to doing all the time. So we're going to have a good time. Looking forward to it.
Out of all the calibers Bart's got, he chose the 6.5 Weatherby. We've been doing that round exclusively for about, 12 years now. It's a .257 necked up to 6.5, and out of all the guns Bart's got, it's one of his favorites. Chad, on the other hand, has bought several guns from us. His favorite was a new gun he had just bought. It's a 6.5 PRC. A little more efficient cartridge, a little less recoil, and it's a true short action. So they show up in New Mexico at camp, and like we always do, first thing they do is hit the range. So as a lot of antelope country goes, this is just flat, wide open ground. So day one pretty much consists of driving around. There's a lot of ground to cover and trying to spot some of these big speed goats.
We morning one here in Roswell, New Mexico on our antelope hunt. We got about an hour and 15-minute drive. We're fixing to go get ice and It's about 4:45 in the morning, and we're gonna go out here and see if we can get this done this morning. So we just arrived out here to the hunting ground that we can hunt, and we pulled in and we just started the process of this glassing. It's just slow and work through this whole territory and try to pick something out that we can find to shoot.
This segment is brought to you by Borden Accuracy, makers of the most accurate custom hunting actions on the market. Manufactured in the USA to true bench rest tolerances. Borden Accuracy equals success.
The next day, Bart's still behind the gun. They do a lot of riding and they finally spot a goat that he wanted to shoot. When they first spotted him, he was way too far for an ethical shot, so then the chase was on and a lot of walking, a lot of position, and then finally the goat presented a shot at 340 yards. .6. Get him. Shot. Got him. Good shooting.
Woo! 24 miles of walking is done. Take me to the truck.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he is pretty. He is a good one. Well,
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
That's a good goat.
It is a beautiful goat. We've been chasing 3 or 4 of these all day, all over these canyons, and we wasn't worried about it happening, but it's every time we'd get on one, they would get with those and they'd run off. And all this that you hear about, oh, we're gonna get in the truck, we're gonna pull up, we're gonna shoot him, walk 20 yards and shoot him. Well, that's kind of not how this hunt works. And so we've chased them all over these canyons today. And so, but we finally got on one, and the does worked out with us, and we got down the photo with the rest that goes on the bottom of the gun. It's so easy because you don't have to fool with 2 sets of shooting sticks or one set and be unsteady. You can just set it on the ground and somebody can give you a range and make the good shot. So, of course, we shot him with a 6.5 Weatherby like we talked about earlier. It's a great caliber for this or anything really you want to hunt with. So, anyway, we're going to get him straightened up and take some pictures of him now, and thank. We want to thank Black Mountain Outfitters for putting us on this, and they got a lot of area, a lot of territory, a lot of antelope. You'll see just piles of antelope. So even to the point that the guide said, let's quit fooling with this one and go find another one. So very rarely do you ever go somewhere where a guide will tell you that on a place that they're on. So anyway, we want to thank them for letting us come out here and hunt. So we're going to take pictures now.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by Extreme Wildlife Adventures, Hoff Power Auto and Outdoor Stores, Surge Pro by Biofac Crop Care, Ultimate Antler Deer Feed, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, and Mesquite Creek Taxidermy.
Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to talk about shot placement on deer and other big game animals. And you guys know from watching us over the years, we've always been fond of that straight up the leg, point of the shoulder shot. That's been very effective for us with the bullets we use. That's just a killer.
Absolutely, and we cover this in the True Precision Hunting and Shooting School, and we get into the real science of what goes on whenever you hit that animal. But to sum it up, with the bullets that we use, you're getting that 3 to 5 inches of penetration. Bullet is opening, fragmenting, and you're getting both the primary wound channel, which is around the 3 inches on the projectiles that we use, and then you get your secondary and tertiary wound channels created by the fragmenting bullets. But that temporary wound channel with all that hydrodynamic shock, it absolutely decimates and it drops the animal in its tracks.
If you've ever watched our video, Shooting Gel, you have that huge bulge in slow motion, and that's what's happening inside the chest cavity of that animal, and that's why they pretty much lights out.
Right, and the other thing is we make sure that we're choosing a bullet that we're not going to get that pass through, because if you get pass through, that's just wasted energy.
Leaves with energy, that's right.
So
when it stays in, if it got there with 2,500 pounds, that's what the animal's sucking up.
And they're taking every bit of it. So if you want to, let's go ahead and get behind the rifle and we'll go ahead and do a demonstration on shot placement.
So on all our targets in the school, we've had the targets especially made where we've got the kill zone centered on that front shoulder, because that's the way we're going to teach people to shoot. So we're shooting a 6.5 PRC. This is on a Borden titanium action with a Brux number 4 24-inch long barrel. It's got the Hawkins brake on it, Hawkins bottom metal, Swaro X5 on the top, and Trigger Tech trigger at about 1 pound. So we're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to start off at 600 yards.
600 yards.
I'm at 8 1/4. That sound about right?
Yeah, that's what the 10K is calling for.
Not much wind.
Slight left or right.
All right, here we go.
Ready? Excellent.
All right, I'm gonna shoot 500. That one's dead. 6 minutes. Shooting left target.
Perfect.
Top of the shoulder, bottom of the shoulder, top of the shoulder. And let's put one right in the center of the shoulder, because all these are shots that we would want you to make. 400 yards.
400.
Right hand target.
Right hand target, I'm on.
Wind still looks about the same.
Yeah, your wind's just a very slight left or right. Perfect.
Well,
it's 3 excellent shots.
hope we shoot that well this coming season. Can't wait till the fall gets here, but that's what we like to do. Point of the shoulder from the bottom. You got a wind of about 4 inches right there, 3 or 4 inches left or right. You put it in there, his back feet are gonna suck up, he's gonna tump over, and you get to go down there and take the smiley pictures. And that's your downrange tip brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, Alan and Keith. See you next week.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by McWhorter True Precision Long Range Hunting and Shooting School, Tacticam, Leo Photo USA, Sig Sauer, Trigger Tech, Brux Barrels, and Hawkins Precision. This segment is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue.
Well, Bart's goat down, Chad LeBlanc's up with a 6.5 PRC.
We're going out again today. Maybe we'll get lucky today. We're tired of walking. It was hot yesterday, but it's a full moon, so I'm sure everything we saw yesterday moved like 26 miles overnight. So we're good to go. We're gonna go again.
We found a really nice goat with some does out there, 600-700 yards, and walked out, took a look at him. We're gonna try to keep on him. They took off running back to the west northwest, so we're gonna circle around on the truck and try to catch him, cut him off. All right, we found that buck with his does. He's probably 850, 900 yards back to the southeast of us, down a little low spot. We're gonna try to make a way from the northwest and follow these little bushes, little pits of mesquite out here, bush to bush, and sneak up and try to get in on a shot on him. See him.
Still there. Facing right at us. There's a door on his left. See him?
Yeah, he stays right at us.
Going down. Down.
That's how it's supposed to happen, folks.
He's heavy. Yes, sirree. Dead goat.
Dead goat. Let's see where it went in. Oh, check that out. We got all kind of character, huh? Like I said earlier, we were chasing this goat all over this pasture, and from the east fence to the west fence. He jumped the fence with his does, and then he come back. He rounded them back up, and the does were off a few hundred yards back to the southwest. And as Sam said, we're going to drive around, hit the main road, and go back to this western pasture. And this old boy here should have been a little tired. He wasn't going to be far. But lo and behold, he came at us. So we were driving out, and Sam saw him and put the glass on him and got a range on him and got him down here. Excellent hunt. Thanks, Sam.
So this week we're with Black Mountain Outfitters. It's my first antelope, and it was everything that I thought it was. We had a great hunt. It's beautiful country out here. The guides, everything was a very professional run deal. We harvested a really good antelope on this hunt, and we hope to do this again soon. It was just an overall fun hunt.
Both these guys have been great customers to us, and being able to film their hunt was just icing on the cake. These guys have bought multiple guns from us. They've both been trained. They're both good shots, and they both like to hunt. They're huntaholics just like us. Congratulations, Bart and Chad. Can't wait to see y'all kill another speed goat this coming year.